Hello, viewers. This is Sensei Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called the Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to be so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will retain to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will retain to adult language. So anyway, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording as well. Anyway, let's get to the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, this episode starts off. We see Boruto and Miki watching to meet up with Sawada for a important meeting, to Miki, Boruto, and Miki watching to meet up with Sawada for a very important mission they're supposed to go on today. So anyway, so basically on their way to meet up with Sawada, Boruto noticed that somebody was peeking at a window at an apartment. Was peeking at a window in the tree for somebody. Boruto noticed somebody was in the tree peeking at an apartment window. So basically, Boruto used a kunai to scare the peeping Tom out of the tree, and he fell. He didn't hurt himself, but he just got a massive bump and whatnot. But turns out the peeping Tom was not peeping at nobody in the apartment window. Turns out the peeping Tom was named Taxco. Sorry, I'm pronouncing his name wrong. His name Taxco. He's a bird watcher. He's one of those bird. He's one of those guys who study birds and whatnot. So basically, he was studying the eggs. He was studying a bird's nest with eggs inside. So basically, Boruto was to say sorry to Taxco Boruto, Mr. Tasco was like, oh, that's okay, so sorry, that's okay. At least the bird nest is okay. So basically, Mr. Tasso climbed back up the tree and put back the bird nest with the eggs inside. So basically, Mr. Tasso said, I'm here on a very important mission. So basically, Boruto and Michi was like, okay, dude. So basically, Michi and Boruto need to go meet up with Sawada. So basically, when they met up with Sawada, she was kind of pissed that Boruto and Michi was late. So basically, after Sawada was done yelling at Boruto and Michi, they headed to the Kage office, to the mission office inside the Kage office, and there was Sawada, Wasabi, and Nanade. Turns out that Boruto squad and Sawada squad will have to join forces for this mission. Now, according to the mission, the mission was that a bunch of people in a nearby village are being attacked by these birds. So basically, their job is to their job is to figure out why these birds are attacking these people in this village. So basically, they will be joined by a special bird expert. But Hannibal was not with her team. Turns out that Hannibal was on a special assignment on guard duty somewhere in the Hidden Leaf border. So basically, Kohan Sensei was put in charge with Hannibal's team during this mission. So basically, now Now, Konohama's sister is now in charge Hannibal's team during this mission, while Hannibal is off on a different mission and shit like that, somewhere near the border. The bird turns out the bird actor who was supposed to help him with with Mr. Tosco that Boruto and Michi met earlier. So basically, they set off to the village where they're being attacked, where birds are attacking. So basically, they set off to the village where the people are being attacked by these strange birds. So basically, it took them 2 days to get to the village, and that's when so basically it took them 2 days to get near the village, and that's when they saw a guy. That's when they saw a guy being attacked by this weird strange bird. So basically, Konoha was essentially told Shirada and her team to stay with Mr. Tosca, while Boruto and the others, saved that villager from those strange birds that being attacked. So basically, while engaging the bird, Boruto managed to get separated from the others during the fight. So basically, while the others were taking care of these monster weird birds, Boruto bumped into Kojo, who is in his curse mark form, and got into a fight with Kojo. Yugo. So basically, out of nowhere, we see Yuko in curse mark form, started to attack Boruto. Now, Boruto didn't recognize Yuko in his curse mark form, so basically, Boruto was pretty much about to get finished until the Ninde showed out of nowhere and send Yuko flying into the river. So basically, Shirada summoned the Ninde transformed into its monster dog form and send Yuko flying into the river. So basically, inside Boruto's life. So basically, Shirada showed up. It's and gave the Ninde from telling Boruto's life and whatnot. So basically, Boruto said get you to some fun Shirada for sending the Ninde to save his life and shit like that. So anyway, basically Shirada was like, we should tell Konoha Sensei about that weird guy that attacked you. So basically Boruto was like, alright then, let's go. So basically, after taking down the birds that was attacking the villager was was wounded by the bird. So basically, Konoha Sensei, are we near your village? So basically, yeah, just a few more miles, this one more mile will be in my village. So basically, the villager passed out from his room that the bird afflicted on him. So basically, he started to develop a high fever and whatnot. So basically, with no time to lose, Boruto and company headed towards the village. So basically, when they got to the village, all the villagers was glad to see Boruto, glad to see the ninjas who came to their aid and whatnot. So basically, Konoha was talking to the village elder, and they took the guy to the family to treat his wound. So basically, the village elder was laying down what the hell was been going on to Konoha. So basically, some time ago, these weird monster birds started to attack our crops and whatnot. The elder was explaining to Koharu that some time ago, these weird monster birds started to attack us and and our crops and whatnot. So basically, or sometime this happened a while. He said a while ago, these monster birds started to attack us and they started to attack our crops and shit like that. So we don't know where these monster birds came from. So basically, the other said we don't know where these monster birds came from, but we do know if you get scratched by these birds, you get this word. These monster birds have some type of attack or affection that if the person gets scratched by these birds, these people better high fevers and whatnot, and also weird marks on their body. So basically, after seeing the people who were hurt by the bugs had these weird marks, Carl Howard was like, let's look at the marks of one of the people. He's like, these look like curse marks. So basically, these birds. So basically, Carl Howard was saying somebody must have affected these birds to give people curse marks somehow. So anyway, outside, meanwhile, while Kohan was in the family, the visitors discovered a guy that they fished out of the river. Tell her it was Hugo. So basically, Sawada recognized Hugo very quick. It's like, Boruto was like, who's this guy? Like, remember we went to go see Orochimaru about Michi's situation? So basically, that's Hugo, who was with Orochimaru. So basically, Boruto said, yeah, and Michi was like, yeah, there is Hugo. So basically, when Hugo woke up, it's like, Charlotte's like, what the hell happened to you? How you got out here? So basically, all I know is I fell in the river. That's all. So basically, Hugo, that's all Hugo remember that he fell in the river, but he didn't know that it was Boruto and it was the Ninbe by Shirada who put Hugo in the river while he was in curse mode. So anyway, one of the affected visitors started to attack Koharu and Mr. Tachi and the village elder. So basically, the affected villagers started to went after Hugo. So basically, Hugo managed to subdue the villager who was affected by the birds that gave the villager the curse mark in the first place. So basically, when Hugo took out the villager, subdued the villager and whatnot, he started his curse mark. So Hugo started to almost transform into his curse mark form. He took that as a sign to leave the village. So basically, when Hugo started to transform, Hugo left the village. So basically, when Hugo left, the villager who was affected seemed to went back to normal once he came back. Once he came in turn with Hugo. So basically, when Hugo touched the affected villager with the curse mark, the affected villager with the curse mark, changed back to normal, and his curse mark was gone and whatnot. Once he touched Hugo and whatnot. So anyway, basically Carl Sensei saying that I believe that Hugo somebody might be defecting these birds to give people curse marks. So basically, I believe that Hugo might know who's behind it. So basically, Carl Sensei saying that we need to find Hugo and find out who's behind this whole curse mark business. So anyways, everybody split up into teams. So basically Boruto and Sawada was a team. So basically they found an to a cave somewhere in the forest, and they instead of telling Koharu, you know, they were supposed to they were supposed to pour in and tell the others if they found anything. So anyway, but Boruto. Yeah. Boruto was like, we supposed to find Yugo, so basically let's find Yugo first, then we told Konoha Sensei and the others. So basically there's like, so Boruto and Sawada decided to find Yugo first, then report to Konoha Sensei. So anyway, they found Yugo in the cave, transformed into his Kurama form, and Yugo started to attack them, and this is how the episode ended. Now, I know this episode had more. I've been trying to find the full episode of this, but it seems like the episode ends up right here. So anyway, this episode ended with Boruto and Sawada being what ends up with Boruto and Sawada being attacked by Yugo. This is how the episode ended. So basically, this from the episode I watched today, it ended up with Boruto and Sawada being attacked by Yugo in his curse mode. And this is how the episode ended. So anyway, this episode was not bad. This episode was not bad, even though it's kind of short too. This episode was kind of short, but it was not bad. It was not a bad episode either. And, it's been a while since we see Yugo in his Kurama form, but this episode was not a bad episode. It was kind of short. So anyway, what you guys think about this episode of Boruto? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it okay? Please let me know with the comments below this podcast. Anyway, this is Sincere Michael from Screw You Review. Signing off. 1.